In this video clip, we're coming into Buenos Aires up in the Meridon Mountains. We just came to a Y in the road. If we had bared right, we could have continued on heading towards San Pedro Sula, but bearing left, this will take us up to El Cusuco.
Viene corriendo él.
Desde aquí puedo ver mi casa. Soy águila.
Oh, aquí ya no han raspado todavía.
Qué bonito. Ay, qué lindo. Bueno, vos veniste a saber que hubo gran brisa.
María. ¿Cómo?
This part of the road we're going down now goes into the main park area. A lot of people come up here and they'll camp out during the summer. There's teams that come in here and do all kinds of steady work. Considering the rain we had, this road is in remarkably good condition.
Oh man, look, they got their camp all set up and everything. Wow.
We're in the main area. You can see a place over there where people can eat. I'll turn to my right, you'll see some people that are set their stands up to sell.
la mía.
our truck, camping area. This would be considered Good Friday as I'm doing this video. I think it's March 25th. I've lost track of the dates, but normally we do not see anything like this up here until May or June, when the people start coming in, setting up their tents and do classwork and study, and they're up here for several months. But this early in the year, this is very unusual. This is what that camping area looks like. This is the road we came in to come down into the main part of the park. We were told by one of the people here that every year about this time of year, some of these people come in to set up to do their study work. I thought it was later on. I'll turn around to my right and we'll look down. We'll see the path that we're going to go down. This is quite a hike that will eventually lead us to the home of the hermit. Some of the young people that came with us, you can see them up the trail. We're starting out walking up this trail, and because of all the rains, and this place is normally damp anyhow, but because of all the rain, it's really looking soupy. It should be interesting in different places. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Going up this trail, this is one of the bridges that we will have to cross.
1, 2, 3.
What we have here is a situation of a rescue of a hat. How's the water down there?
Oh man, it's beautiful.
And wet and cold. This is the same stream that we crossed a moment ago, but this is another little footbridge that we have to go across. If this was in the States, it would make a nice trout stream. Con permiso, señor. It's interesting trying to video and walk across this at the same time. Up here in El Cusuco, it's naturally a lot cooler than down in Cofradillo. It's got to be a minimum of 15 degrees cooler. Even though it's cool, and walking out here on this path that will lead up to the home of the hermit, you can still feel the dampness in the air. It's cool, but what I would call clammy. It would not take much to work up a good sweat. Still, it's very nice out here. It's quiet. You can hear yourself think. Off to my right, you can't see it in the video. At least I don't think you could, but I'll pan around to the right down there. There's a stream, the one that we've already crossed a couple times. I can hear the water. It's a very long hike up to the hermit's house. I was told once before, a couple years ago, that guy walks out, I think it's every day, goes down to the Aldea, and he's well into his 80s. So he's got to be part mountain goat to be able to do that. Obviously, he's got good Honduran legs. This is the trail that we just came up from the main part of the park. Pan around here to my left, see a bunch of banana trees. The opening with Brother Christian walking ahead of me and Rosie and the kids up ahead. And we have arrived at the home of the hermit. It seemed, the walk didn't seem that long this time. I don't know, if it's just because I'm getting used to it or what. Looking up ahead there, if I can zoom in, this will be his outhouse in the blue. Pan back around to my right, and this is the home of the hermit. And you can see the sign there, something about panthers and no hunting or no shooting. Close up of his house, that is his kitchen sink right there. I'll pan over to my left, and that's him there in the doorway. This is the gentleman that lives here. Pan around to my left a little bit more. I don't know that girl. I don't want to, at least I don't want to admit to it.
No, no había gente
Ajá,
en
no
el
había
tiempo.
gente,
No,
nada.
no había.
Ah,
¿Qué iba a estar viendo? Nada.
ajá. Vino a cuidar aquí.
Sí, vine a cuidar esta propiedad aquí.
So he's lived out here since 1971.
Pero
Does he
luego
ever
de eso, el señor pues se murió.
Ajá.
Quedé aquí quedé metido yo.
But the owner, the original owner of the property, before it was a state park, he died and he just stayed here.
Okay, has he ever been married, or he's always been single?
He was married.
So he's just a widower.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. At least he has his tranquility, his privacy,
That's for sure.
quietness.
Bien tranquilo aquí, bien. No es la religión que nos salva o una iglesia que nos salva o por ser una buena persona o porque alguien se bautizó. Es por aceptar a Jesús como nuestro Salvador. Uno se arrepiente de su pecado y por fe.
Hermano Edgar and I walked up the trail a little bit beyond the house of the hermit. We just came down this part of a footpath. Going back up should be interesting in a couple minutes. This is the brook we've already crossed a couple times, and that's a bridge for anybody that has good stable knees and a sure foot to walk across. But otherwise, if you slip, you can find yourself to be, shall we say, in a very painful predicament. Edgar, queso.
Wow.
After you cross over, which Edgar did, you can see a trail going on up through the woods. These people that come out here and study biology and who knows what all, they'll be walking these trails and different things that they're studying they'll be looking for, and other people will just come out here and hike around. Okay, we're up here at the hermit's place, and they found an orange tree and picked what looks like some ripe oranges. Okay, go for it. I'm videoing this.
Okay. Uno, dos, tres.
The reactions ought to be in. Christian's trying to keep a straight face.
Woo! I finished! Oh man! Yeah.
I might.
Oh, good.
Facebook esta noche. We're back at the main part of El Cusuco. We went up to the hermit's house, spent quite a bit of time up there, came down this pavilion over here. A lot of people were having lunch. Our table was over there. This is the administration building on the right, and then of course the next long building will be where they have classes and various displays. All of these tents have got to be hot. They put up, as you can tell, a blue tarp covering over the various tents. But under each blue tarp there are several tents. From what I understand and questions I've asked in the past, you could have couples not necessarily married staying in the same tent at night. I'll not bother to comment on that. Right over here, this blue pavilion, or blue tarp, as I zoom in, you can see that there are 4 tents underneath it. Obviously, this is there to help for any rain that might come along. Now the fun part comes coming back up out of El Cusuco Park. That building up there is a new classroom of some sort that they built. On the road out of El Cusuco and back down to Buenos Aires, there was a waterfall that they were planning to stop at and get down a very steep path to, but there was already some people there, so Brother Mike decided to continue on. We came to this side road, I'm going to call it. He parked the truck up at the end, and I have no idea where we're going. I guess when we get there I might know where we're at, but so this is what we're walking down now. I saw a family coming out, and he had some kids riding on a horse, and I had the opportunity to give him a gospel track. I see some people coming up ahead, so I'll try to give them a track also. That trail that we were walking down just a moment ago, this is where we came down. Obviously there was a building down here at one time. There's a whole bunch of people down here having recreation and playing football. We came through the clearing, and there was one pretty steep section we came up, but now there's this path going down, and it's really steep, and I'm not going to be able to do it. I think I might be able to do some of it, but it would be a real problem, and I cannot afford to take the risk. So I'm staying up here at the top. You can see how Karen and Stephanie are going down. Danielle and Christian. There's a very bad turn right there, very, very steep, and the girls had a little bit of a problem. Hermano Christian, this fella right here, says I can do this. So far I've come down that little bit, and I'm going to try to negotiate this. If y'all never hear from me again, you know I died out here. That is the object straight ahead. So I'm coming to the bottom of this trail so far. Well, this is where we were coming to. This is a stream that came down from where the waterfalls would have been had he stopped to go in. It's all coming down. Karen's all changed, ready to go in for a swim. Mikey's gonna go in. Danielle will probably go in, who knows. Big Mike, who knows what he'll do.
Unpredictable.
And of course, if people want to continue on, they could go up that trail right there. When it comes time to leave, we'll go back up this path right here, if anyone can tell that it's a path. Okay, everybody had their fun down at the stream, and they're changing clothes, putting on some dry clothes, And Christian and I have started our ascent. This ought to be interesting. Okay, we've made the first little bit of a leg. And we're going to go up here and do a 45-degree turn. And climb our way back up through there. Somewhere. Well, that trail that we walked down to eventually get us to the stream, it took a half an hour of hard work and coming straight back up. This is what you call a tired rat. Anciano hombre. This road here takes us back down to Buenos Aires. I pan around to my left where we just got done hiking back up. Right there, that'll take us up to El Cusuco. And this group of people over here, ellos muy cansado.
Estos son unos delincuentes que recogimos en el camino. Nos iban a asaltar, pero los regalamos jugo y galletas y nos tuvieron misericordia.
Esto sí es vida,
We got the clowns, Christian, Danielle, Edgar, Goofy,
Maravilla.
Hermana Rose, Hermana, yeah, well, you remember your name, Hermano Mike, and Mikey is in the truck. Yeah, there he is. On this particular trail, I don't know why I had a pocket full of gospel tracts in the back pocket, and there were a number of people that we met that had been out hiking, and so I was able to give them tracts. It's that time of day, the mosquitoes are starting to come out and they're looking for fresh blood. But it was so good to be able to come back up, come to the end of the trail, come back to the carro, and have some good hot cafe. We're on the road that goes up to El Cusuco, but we're coming down. We're still above Buenos Aires, but this is really a rough piece and a sharp curve. People have nothing to do except to look at trucks coming and going.
Yes.
Almost like they've never seen a vehicle before. This is a piece that we came up. I already took some video of it, but this is giving a little bit of a view of what it looks like going down. All that smoke, obviously people are burning. It's not unusual to be burning something somewhere all the time. But this is really a rough piece of road. Sorry, putting some gas in their moto.